Alright, this is part 3 and final. I think I might actually go to sleep after this. Maybe. We'll see. My son is up. One of the fun things about autism that they don't share with you is they also have a penchant for waking up at very wee early hours of the morning and being very, very loud. Very happy, which is nice for my son. He's very happy when he wakes up, but he does wake up at 3 in the morning screaming nonstop. Well, screaming in a happy voice nonetheless. But so I want to get to the next part, I guess, then, of the painting and the story and everything. I change my clothes because I change my mood and my everything very often. Rise Against, one of my favorite bands of all time, and one of the most important bands of all time. I personally think. Others may disagree, and that's okay. But for me, just a very important band with a very important message every time, whether it be personal or political. So, yeah, so they're who I'm going to paint to now on my Hannah Montana karaoke CD player, thanks to my niece. A little bit too much vegetable oil. I use vegetable oil, A. Really? A little that. Sorry, Rise Against, you rock a little too hard for this video. I use vegetable oil, A, because I'm poor. And that's what poor people do. And as they be creative, because they have to be. And then also, I guess I kind of like the organicness of it. Whatever. Sure. Okay. So, our bridge. And I remember we were talking about this mountain. And in my mania, which obviously me showing the process of me painting, I'm truly showing my mania. And where it goes and how I bounce from this to this to this to this. It's happening in here at 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's doing this video and doing this simultaneously that actually kind of calms it down a bit. So I was thinking about the mountain and what I was saying about the mountain, and I realized it's my painting. It's my mind. It's my life. I can put whatever I want. Just like I said. I had to listen to my own words. I had to say it out loud to hear myself say, it doesn't have to be a mountain, it can be whatever you want. So one thing I've been connecting to heavily lately, and I never did. When I used to paint before, it was all evil and dread and badness. Always. And I always have an implement of that. I always do, but now I have something I didn't before, which is heart. And I think that's the heaven I'm trying to get to. So that's what I'm going to put. But the problem with my heart, which is why I do everything I do and I am the way I am, for the good and for the bad. The problem with my heart is it was born really big, really too big, in good and bad ways. That's why I think I just made it so big. I mean, I didn't intend to put a heart when I first did the painting, obviously, but it told me this is what's important to me. This is who I am. I have a big heart. And part of having that big heart means it's really easy to get it broken or get it torn or get it hurt because it's a big target. So my heart has never been complete for me. A lot of times when I'm making a painting and I'm sharing it with some people, they don't understand why when I have something so beautiful like a heart or flowers or swirls or whatever, why do I always have to put in scars or something dangerous or bad? Because to me, my life has been filled with as much beauty as it's been filled with the up north story. Up north is what I called it when I was a kid, because in L.A., Northern California, was up north. But for me, I've had nothing but pain. And I used to dwell inside of that, and then I turned it into something that I thought was empowering and made me feel special, and it was a narcissistic, dark, bad thing. It sucked. And honestly, it took somebody breaking my head open to make it different. But my heart, so it's big, but it's not complete. But it is but it needs rebuilding. That's why there's stitching there. The stitching may look dangerous and bad and ugly, but it's not. Stitching represents putting back together. Stitching doesn't have to represent and mean you've been hurt. Obviously you've been hurt. Everybody's been hurt. We get hurt non-stop. So here's another scar. And you know what? Fine, here's another scar. I could put them forever, and then this whole thing would be black. The point is, they're stitching, which means we're trying to put it back together. So long as you're trying to put it back together, so long as you're trying to rebuild your bridge, you're good. Don't stop trying. And you know what? You might die trying. But I realize, die trying to get to heaven, or my version of heaven, than wallowing on the other side, wondering what heaven looks like. I don't want to wonder what heaven looks like. I want to know what heaven looks like. So, in the process of painting, I'll get to that part of it. I'll sit there and I'll say, well, I put a big heart there and the Golden Gate Bridge is going to it. Well, the Golden Gate Bridge is bright freaking red. Well, I put a heart as a mountain. So, I guess I can do whatever else I want, right? So, let's start with a color that is not red, but lighter. I guess this is a type of fuchsia. I don't know. Part of what's funny about being an artist, or somebody who is trying to pursue art as a profession one day, hopefully, I am also horribly colorblind. Which is maybe why my paintings come out the way they do. I don't know. The way they look to you guys, or anybody else in the world, I have no idea, because that's not how they look to me. I have problems with blue and purple. I mix up very badly. Brown and green, I mix up very badly. Silver and pinks, I mix up very badly. So, interesting little thing. It does make, wow, Aiden is having a very good night tonight. But, yeah, so I don't see color the right way. So, I guess I can make it be whatever color I want. So, I will move on to the rest of the story of Up North. So, I sit there and I look at the horizon, and it looks like ships falling off the edge of the earth, and I wonder if they're scared. And then I see the next thing that's falling off the edge of the earth, and that's the sun. The sun that gives us life, everything, that creates everything that you've ever known has been created by the sun. Almost. And so I'd watch the sun, and it wasn't the sun dropping away from the earth. You know, a lot of times that's how we feel. We think that brightness, the warmth, when it's not there, we feel like it's left to us. Like it's the one going away. And the truth is, the sun is not going down. It's not doing anything. The sun, the only movement it's doing is going around the black hole in the galaxy. Let's see. Ooh, white. Let's do some white, huh? And so that's all the sun's doing. We are the ones moving. We are the ones turning away from the sun. When you're going, the sun the Earth moves 3,000 miles an hour-ish, I believe, towards the east. All the time. Away from the sun, in your vision, in the way we call it, in the way we describe the sun sets, the sun goes down. No, the sun does not go down. We turn away from it. That's what we do as people. The sun is always available to us. We're the ones that turn away from it and sit there and wonder why it got so dark sometimes. And then, you know, after enough time, the sun comes back. And that's only because we allowed ourselves, finally, we were in the dark just long enough that we either died because we couldn't figure out how to get out of it, or we waited just long enough that we came back around to the sun and we saw it again. And there we go. I might have to put some red in there, we'll see. But if you wait long enough, the sun will come back around again. And then every time you turn away from the sun, if you just remember, it will come back. You just have to wait, and you have to be patient. And instead of just getting scared every time it gets dark, and let me tell you something. Let's get real for a second. I'm a grown man. I pride myself in being a grown man. The person who attacked me, the time it happened was about this time of night, about 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, whatever. And what color am I looking for? Let's see, let's go with this. Oh, yellow. It happened about this time of day. Every single time the sun goes down the horizon, now, I am terrified. I just get anxious. Anxiety attacks. I still have to medicate myself, no matter how great of a day I'm able to have. Sun goes down, I'm out of commission. I miss a lot of parts of my kids' lives, a lot of parts of my own life. The sun controls everything. The sun created everything. It owns us more than you know. And so now I am a grown man that is admittedly afraid of the dark. But I'm also strangely a man a human that is in love with the dark. I am also absurdly, stupidly, some would call it stupidly. I don't. Righteously, whatever you want to call it, I'm very passionate just about everything. I mean, I go out in the morning, and if I look at a blade of grass after the sun has come, or after the morning dew has come, I look at it the same way I feel while I'm painting this. It's not me being a hippie. It's not being a hippie isn't even bad. It's just me being me. It's how I see it. You know, I can also change the oil on a car. It's just who I am. I'm just being open about it now. And sorry, I keep looking down. I have the timer on me. And so yeah, your mountain doesn't have to be a mountain. Mine is a heart. And it's still a broken heart. But I'm building the bridge, and I'm building the heart, my mountain, because I can get to this. I can fix this. I can't fix a mountain. Nobody can fix a mountain. I mean, we can all fix a mountain together, which the real mountain, we know what it is, and we'll get to that. But right now, we got to fix ourselves. So our little mountains, we got to know that we can turn it into whatever we want. All right? I love everybody. Peace out, and I can't wait to do this again tomorrow. All right, bye.